What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Battlefleet Gothic Armada. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while. And actually, I think we need to go to Port Moss Station first. We got a little bit of renown to spend, and as I recall, we had a game crash an episode or two ago that I think undid our work. And so let me jump back up in here. That's okay, because we completed a mission which allows us to get a little bit more renown to make our ships even better. Oh, in fact, it looks like I already did the refitting, so never mind then. I guess my timetable is all kinds of off. It's been a weekend in between you and me right now, and so unfortunately I'm operating on old, terrible intel. We can upgrade our escort ships, though. I very much like the Firestorm Frigate. I like the Firestorm Frigate a lot. I like the way that it just takes its big ol' lance and says, you know that enemy over there? Frigate. I don't like it, and it blows it up. The giant laser cannon on the front of a tiny ship thing, it does something for me. Something deep, something primal, and something valuable. And so anyways, I'll probably upgrade that at some point since we don't really have to spend renown on anything else. I would like to level up this Dauntless over here, the Keeper of Perseverance. That would be super rad. But up until I have an opening in my fleet, we haven't been doing high point cost battles for quite some time, so I'm thinking I'll probably just sit on the renown for right now. Melted torpedoes, what a sweet addition. That's a very, very sweet addition. I can't wait to use those on the enemy. Fires in this game are an incredibly useful tool, so make sure you're deploying them whenever you can. If you can light the enemy on fire, it causes them problems. Now, the Lysati system appears to be perfectly and totally okay. However, that looks like it's like a chaos ship right there in the middle of the system. It says we've lost 2 worlds. Let me look around and see how I identify these. Let's have a little look-see here. So it appears as though we have 1 mission in the Balam system. Enemy fleet is in the system. If we attack it once, we have an opportunity to reduce the enemy's presence in the Gothic sector. Destroy or make the enemy fleet disengage. So this is going to be a simple fleet battle. The other option that we have available is in the ORAR system. And in ORAR, it appears as though we're being attacked in the Purgatory system. And I think that was a main storyline quest, as I recall. This is the one where we've recovered the information that was on board the enemy ship. I thought we already did this one. Huh. No, this is a 400 point, so this is a different mission, I think. It's in the Purgatory system, though. I mean, we could probably bang this one out pretty quickly, and it shouldn't be that difficult. I am not completely sure. That threw me for a loop. Maybe this is not one of the main storyline missions. Maybe it's just like an extra one. Well, if I drop on out here in Bane Moor, I'm kind of interested in a scrum today. I want to throw down on like just a big gunfight, and that's all that I want. And so I'm thinking this is the one we should go after with our 1 deployment left. This is a chance to reduce the enemy's presence in the Gothic sector, and that gets us back what looks like a product world. And so a product world reduces your renown earned by 1%, so our current penalty is a 1% penalty. That's not that terrible. I wouldn't worry about that penalty until it's up over like 10-15%. At that point, I'd start to maybe worry about it a little bit and start focusing on Forge worlds, whereas the penalty from this right here appears to be the loss of a Forge world. Forge worlds are a little bit, yeah, that's going to increase the cost of upgrades by 10%, and so I'm thinking we don't really have much of a choice but to jump in on this one. So let's go to Purgatory. We'll handle these guys right now. Once we handle Purgatory, then we'll jump in and do the other one whenever we've got an extra deployment around. My guess is that they're going to ride us hard. In Dawn of War, they did the same thing where at the beginning they ride you kind of hard and you don't have enough deployments for everything, but if you stay on top of it, you should be all right long term. For this mission, I would like to have quite a few ships, actually. I mean, I can take in a couple of frigates, a couple of Dauntless. We've got enough shield swaps to where I feel okay about our chances. They may bring something a little bit bigger, but for this one right here, I actually want to stack this in my advantage by having as many data thefts as possible, because all we have to do is steal the data, then warp out. We're the attacker. We should be able to do this reasonably quickly, assuming nothing goes horribly wrong. Every now and again, the enemy has like a stroke of genius, and somehow the powers of chaos will be better at thieving than you. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, this is the Imperium, man. We are based on thieving stuff from other space races. This is what we do. This is our skill set. Hopefully, that looks like it's a cruiser. I don't think that's actually... Okay, so we might be up against a cruiser here. Let me take a look and see what the battlefield looks like. Chances are the cruiser we want is going to be over here somewhere. So I'm going to spread out slightly. Not a lot, mind you, because I do want my fleets to be together. Put these two over here on scout duty just in case. And we will flag. Actually, you can do all your commands from here, by the way, just in case you were wondering about that as well. He's got the heavy prow lance, so he engages from the front at 3K. You, sir. I think this is the level 1, the Keeper of Perseverance. Yeah, as indicated by the giant floating blue 1 next to it. You, sir, are going to engage. You've got a prow lance, okay, in front to the 3. Prow lances are not so great versus shields, but they're absolutely fantastic once the enemy's shield's down, and so it's a wager that I'm normally pretty happy to make. Meanwhile, this guy's going to be engaging from the sides at 6 and watching for torpedo opportunities. That sounds pretty good to me.
Enemy ship sighted.
So our ship, which one is our guy? He's right there. So what I'd like to see then is let's go ahead and zoom out. And we're going everybody after that ship. I'm trying to make this as short and as simple and as easy as possible. The goal, as you all know, these guys are probably going to get probed, but they're escort ships, so I don't feel that bad about it. Sure, go ahead and probe my escort ships. That sounds like exactly the sort of Slanesh-like thing that Chaos would do anyways. So I want to steal the data with this ship right here. Once we steal the data, I don't like this. We need you to go ahead and make a little turn that way.
Execute high energy turn.
Meanwhile, you, sir, high energy that way and out. He's not going to make it. That was a good try. It was a good try. Restore his shields. And while we're on it, we need to stay on this dude right here. That's our only goal for the time being. That's right, we have chromatic elementals on our side. The time beings. They've come to assist us in our crusade. Everybody loves time beings. Who doesn't love time beings? This guy is going to be set as a secondary target, meaning if they can line up on him, by all means, they're welcome to do so. I don't know if he just tried to board us. Did you guys better not be running boarding ops, right? I didn't say to do that, so if you do that, I'm going to be a little frustrated with you. I'm going to be a tiny bit flustered. It looks like they're attacking him, so we're in a good position right now. Really what we want to do is we want to wait a little while. That's going to be a tertiary target, by the way. We should be able to kill him pretty easily. Meanwhile, mission seems to be going pretty well. We are taking a little bit of fire on the way in, but the ship that needs to survive and keep his shields up looks like he's holding steady. We've got a little under a minute and a half before we're going to be able to go into combat. He unfortunately has taken a bit of a licking right now. I'm going to go ahead and restore armor on both of these ships. That is going to make them susceptible to fires because now we have no fire suppression systems, but that's okay. I'm not going to cry about it. You know, without my stealth thingies, this might get a little bit hairy. Everybody speed up real fast, including you, yes. Everybody catch up with him. We want to make sure we're trapping him in this corner. The AI almost always does this where they try to run to a corner, and so you're just going to have to deal with that for right now. Kill the engines. You as well. And we're going to ram our own ships because I made a mistake. Everyone is going to turn like so. Unfortunate, but not altogether unavoidable. Everybody back on the campaign trail here. We may need to hold back a little bit, though. We look like we're doing considerable damage here. So I need you to engage very, very closely. Stay on top of this one. I'm going to take manual control.
Activating tactical cogitators.
Oh, dude, we're getting outrun. We're getting outrun badly. He's going to run out of space, though, in just a minute. He tried to lightning strike.
Cogitators.
We have 6 seconds left. We have to take the data now because he's about to get his shields back, and then it'll take us too long to destroy that. In the meantime,
Resuming normal functions.
there it is. And we warp you out with the shield immunity.
Awaiting orders.
In the meantime, we restore those shields to make sure they don't go down so we can't get lightning strike back. And the Pally Bubble plan works as usual. The bubble of the Paladin was successful in the destruction of our enemies. Welcome to the delicious drink of wine that is victory, brothers. Heresy of Chaos tried to ride up on us, but we said no. Nay, that will not happen, Chaos. We are the Imperium's light. We're pretty good at stealing for being the good guys. We have an odd disposition towards stealing for being good guys, but still, your shit is now our shit, and we shall spend it on space drugs. Alright, so we've got their data now. Apparently we are pretty good at data jacking, and hopefully, I'm going to have to pass a turn right now. I'm hoping there aren't too many threats for us to cover. It's sort of one thing at a time. We got our system back. To me, a Forge World, since there's only 2 of them, is worth far, far more than just like a discount basic product world. I assume that these planets all have like colossal Walmarts on them or something, and so, I don't know. Sears is going out of business anyways. Let Chaos have it. Not that worried about it. What the hell is a Blackstone Forest? Or Fortress, sorry. Every now and again my brain fills in a different word than actually is there. This ancient Blackstone Fortress is located in the Aurar sector, orbiting around... Is that what that is right there? Because that kind of looks like a Chaos building. It's got like the little arrows on it and everything. I don't know. Either way, we've got no more deployments for turn 5, so unfortunately in the 140th year of the 41st millennia, we are going to have to bypass our turn.
My agents have recovered the Hand of Darkness from the wreckage of a Chaos ship. I am now carrying the relic on board my vessel.
My fleet is on its way to you now, Inquisitor.
So apparently I'm supposed to be following that around. This is a little bit odd for me because I feel like I've done this already, but you know what? The numbers are cool. I'm not totally sure what's going on right now, but I remember the Inquisitor mission, so I don't know. Weird things are happening right now and I'm deeply confused, but I'm just gonna let it go, I guess. Lysades has an orcish breakthrough. We have to do the priority mission, though, so let's find out what this entails.
Admiral, I need you to stay on alert. Now that the Hand of Darkness is in our possession, Abaddon will probably do everything he can to retrieve it. We must not let this happen.
Well, we'll talk trash about his Chaos Daddy, and I'm sure he'll get all upset. He'll be like, but I'm so spiky and angsty. Look at my Lacuna Coil albums. Edginess. And then we'll be like, alright, calm down, Abaddon. Let's bring it down about 4 notches. It's going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. You don't need that many spikes, man. If you need a hug, just let somebody know you need a hug. You don't have to be alone in this time. I don't know if I want to bring 2 line ships and 2 escorts, or if I want to bring... Huh. Tough call. The Dominator would be useful right here. Let's say that I bring you. And let's say that I bring you. That leaves me no point value for an escort vehicle, though. Which means we're relying entirely upon 2 ships. I could technically bring the Crappy Dauntless. Sorry, you're now officially the Crappy Dauntless. I don't know what else to do. Oh, man. I'm the Crappy Dauntless. I hate this job. And then we've got him with his light macros. I'm thinking it might be better to go with density here. And so I go with these 2. And then 2 of these. And that looks like a pretty good battle fleet. I mean, we're going to miss out on the Nova Cannon. We're going to miss out on the Stasis Bomb. Which might be useful. But, well... Actually, if I take him out... I can bring this one, which has an extra shield. And since we're doing a defensive mission, I get the feeling that might be helpful. But then again, so would the Stasis Bomb and the shield from the Dominator. If I could run, that would do 160. That would leave me with... if I run you... I run you... And then I can still have a Cobra. That seems like a bit of a safer gamble to me. Yeah, that looks alright, so let's give this a go. It's a defense mission, so frankly, escort missions in this game...
Spire, I need you to be extremely vigilant. We can't afford any risks with the artifact being in my ship.
Understood, Inquisitor.
What? A mutiny on my ship? The Pillar of Truth is being sabotaged. They have neutralized our engines and generators.
Admiral, our auger arrays indicate that many unidentified ships are converging towards our position.
Admiral Spire to all ships. We need to place ourselves in a defensive position around the Pillar of Truth.
How do you assume we do that? We only have 3 ships, man. This is a 300-point battle. Surround him with all of our 3-point ships. Go! Hope for the best.
Spire, cover the Pillar of Truth while I get rid of every single traitor aboard my ship.
Okay, so we got one...
Protect the artifact at all costs.
We have one scout vessel over there.
Ship ready.
A scout vessel over here, and a larger ship too. Go ahead and fire the Nova Cannon, and hope we get a hit there. Hey, not terrible. Nova Cannon actually went where I pointed it for once. That, like, never happens. What god did I pray to that appropriately did that? Alright, well, on this side, we're going to go frenzies with this ship at the 3K. We're going to engage to the side at 3K on these guys. Full stop. And then there is your secondary target. There is your primary target.
Activating tactical cogitators.
Let's go full stop right here. My assumption is that perhaps both you guys accelerate. In the meantime, we need to kill off some ships here. I'm going to suggest... What they're going to try and do here is they're going to try and run past us and go straight for the AI has this tendency to do exactly what I would do, which is just ignore the target. Or, I'm sorry, go straight for the target you're supposed to be killing and ignore everybody else. Does that make his boarding actions better? I'm sorry, what did I do? Reload. Ordinances. Okay, well, throw on board there.
Normal functions.
We'll see how much the battleship helps, too. I'm not completely sure what it's bringing to the table right now.
Activating tactical cogitators.
It doesn't look too mighty, but maybe it can help. I don't know.
Your orders?
Either way, stay on that ship right there. Once we kill off one of the escorts, we want to make sure we don't have lances or anything else coming after us.
Tactical cogitators.
You... Oh, I almost had a board right there. Okay, get him. Lightning Strike failed, as per usual. It rarely succeeds anyways. I find that Lightning Strike is kind of unreliable. You guys are gonna trade shields. Yay! Shields traded.
Changing course.
Lightning Strike succeeded for them. How come Lightning Strike always succeeds for them?
Targeting
I've
enemy
noticed
vessel.
a real issue here. And that's it for him.
Tactical cogitators.
Didn't you just restore your shields? Why are your shields so terrible right now? Also, bombard that one as a secondary target. That's the primary. Destroy his generators if you can. We're looking semi-okay right now. Apparently our space musket decided to work. That's what I call the Nova Cannon. It's the space musket. They nerfed it so hard. It used to be so much better than it is right now, and it did need to be nerfed, but I think they hit it too hard. It's probably for PvP balances or whatever, but anyways, Nova Cannon used to go exactly where you pointed it and had a chance to self-destruct. I would have just left it that way and then added a slight variance of maybe like 1 square in any direction. They added like 3 squares in any direction, including diagonal, which means it can put it all over the place.
Emperor.
So are we ever gonna like...
Ship ready. Yes, Admiral.
Yeah, I would love for Lightning Strike to succeed.
Engaging.
It would be my favorite. I can't run any actions on him either because apparently his deck has been destroyed. Full stop.
Burn retros. Ship ready.
Retro's back on.
Your orders.
Looks like they hit him with some kind of fizzle bomb or something. Lightning Strike was a success right there, but it looks like it didn't do anything. I'm not totally sure Normally we get a fire, so maybe he's got some kind of thing that negates fire damage. Ugh, if his shields are back up again. God. I really need you guys to kill this cruiser. I don't know if you're like even trying or attempting to do anything right now. Yeah, there you go. Let him warp out. That's a good idea.
Yes, Admiral.
You have done well, Admiral. We have managed to purge the heretics. Before I take the time to hang the prisoners myself, we must leave this system. Repairing our warp engines will take some time. We'll need your ship's protection until we can get them fully functional.
Wait, there's 4 more ships? Oh man, we're gonna need the Emperor's protection in spades on this one. The Emperor better come through with a thickness and a girth on this one, because frankly, I don't see how we're gonna make this happen. That ship is pretty busted up, and they just flew in a whole fleet more. Like, we've killed so many ships in this mission. Like, we've dropped a lot of them, but this might be the... Maybe it's a mission that you're supposed to lose, because this is like the 3rd set of like 4 or 5, right? I'm not so good at counting, but let's hit him with a Nova Cannon real fast. That'll probably get rid of him on the quickness, maybe. And then we can focus on them as secondary targets or whatever, while we focus on the escorts as a primary. They do a lot of damage, but you gotta get rid of the escorts too, because they deal enough damage to be like a major hassle. We'll fire the Nova Cannon over there. Or I'm sorry, I said Nova Cannon. What I meant was Gravity Bomb Thingamadoobie. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out like that right now. Oh, we have so many problems and things to handle. I don't like this at all.
Resuming normal functions. Cruising speed set.
Yeah, I think we might have some serious trouble in front of us. But let's focus on what we can do here. He does have some HP left. It might be plausible, as long as they aren't hitting him with lances or anything else along the way. They're still bombarding that guy out there. Let's go ahead and freeze him with our stasis bomb so that he's not doing anything for a little bit. Use a little bit of crowd control right there. Did he just drop a bomb on himself? Oh no, our ally did it. Okay, the little blue guy fired the bomb out. I was going to say, it seems unlikely right now that that would have worked, but what can I say about anything here? Nova Cannon's back up on cooldown, and it actually fired where I wanted it to fire for once. So down goes that escort. He's going to be dead. We're going to go straight after this guy right away because I think he's the closest and probably the easiest to engage in given our current situation. Oh my god. There's so many. I feel stressed. And of course our lightning strikes won't go through. Where's the Emperor when you need him? Where's the God King now? Sends us out here to do these godforsaken impossible missions and then doesn't back us up at all. I am an admiral. My fleet should be larger. Damn it.
Engaging.
I don't even know what to say right now. I think we're hosed. There's no way for me to pull this fire off him unless you have multiple ships all spec'd for taunt here. I don't see any way that you're supposed to keep these ships off. And even so, the taunt is only 15 seconds, which makes it much more useful for things like escort missions, essentially, than things like this where he's stationary. I mean, as a stationary object, how am I supposed to protect him, you know? It's rough. It's very, very rough. Come on, you're down. Die. Die already. How do you still have HP? Oh my god. How does he still have HP? He's getting blown up so hard right now. Alright, focus on him. All in. Can I do anything with the Nova Cannon? No, I cannot.
Yes, Admiral.
I don't really know what my options are here. I'm assuming they're relegated to very, very slim to none.
Lock on target.
Everybody lock on. Just focus on kicking this thing's ass. Ram him if you have to. There you go. That's what I like to see. Use your head. Use the head of your ship if you must. But stop this from happening. There's a chance. I don't know if we can put out that kind of DPS, though. If I could ram him again, that'd be great. I probably should. Oh, he's warping out. Yes! We did it! The Emperor preserves us! The Emperor saves. Oh my god, that was so close. All right, now for our moment. Beating all the odds.
The Emperor is with us, Admiral. The repairs are done, and the tech priests have begun the machine spirit ritual. You must hold the enemies at bay.
No!
So we can warp out of
Are you kidding me right now? Are you supposed to lose this? This feels like one of those missions you're supposed to lose. Oh my god. There's no way. You gotta be kidding me right now.
Force plotted.
There's absolutely no way. Oh. I'm just gonna hang my head and go to my corner.
Orders.
I think you're supposed to lose this. I don't know.
Activating
This feels unlikely.
commuters. Awaiting orders.
Feels very unlikely.
At your command.
No words. No words right now.
The flagship has been destroyed.
We've sustained too much damage. I'm giving the order to abandon ship. Admiral, disengage your vessels and fall back to Port Moore. Quickly. Warp engines are fully operational. I'm taking my ship and the relic to Port Moore.
Hooray! I think. My name is Splattercat. I guess I will see you all later. This is Battlefleet Gothic Armada. How do, everybody?